color. You know, that's like a funny email.
Yeah.
But it's a nice little like. She's already got in her cheeks. It's a nice little like rosy like.
Yeah, it's
nice. Like Gretchen kicking ass mode.
It's encouraging. I really wonder, if like.
I gotta see this now.
I always have this. I had this moment.
Now I'm all like, I can't even play.
No, it's good. It's good.
No, you can totally do it. Any game, you can totally do it.
I had this moment where like, after when people talk about New York, and I'm like, I'm such a New Yorker. I love being a New Yorker. I have so much pride for New York. And I'm like, okay, if like someone was to invade New York, not like 9/11, they sucker punched us, and it was some bullshit. You know what I mean? And it fucked up a lot of people's lives. But if they were like straight up like D-Day, like came over in some shit,
like coming on the shore,
fuck, I'd be there with some bats. Like, come on now, like I would die for this city. You know what I mean? It's my city. I love it. But I would just love to have Gretchen next to me. Just some serious fucking
Pink is a motherfucker.
tomahawk shit. She would take off. Come on! It'd be so serious. Gretchen would not.
If y'all watch, y'all should watch the Fallout. If y'all ever seen the Fallout Boy video, Dance?
Yeah.
There's the girl in the video is one of our friends, Lee Lytle.
Yeah.
And she's this. She likes to play this archetypical like princess. Yeah. She's like whenever I call, she's like, "Booty, where are you?" Blah blah blah. But I remember this one day, we always told girls when they came out to the club, it's like if there's a fight or something, you have to take off your heels and run.
Really? That's what you say?
Yeah.
Back in the day, yeah.
There was a
We
disclaimer.
used to do some rough.
Yeah, it's like. I mean, if one of us gets into it and some shit starts jumping down, you don't want to try to run the heels and break your fucking. You ever seen girls running heels? It's like this.
I know, but I didn't realize you guys told people that.
He's been doing it.
So one day, I think were we at bed or were we? I think we were at bed. And
there was a fight in bed, yeah.
And there was like shit jumping off, and I'm like, immediately I go like into like panic, not panic, but it's action mode. It's like I'm like action Jackson. I'm like Link Hayes, in the mod squad. I'm like, it's time to like move. So I'm like, oh shit. And so John is looking over like this, and then I look over at Lee, and Lee's got one high heel in her hand. And she's like this. Like, she didn't know, yeah, and I can look on her face, she didn't know if she's gonna fight or run. But she's got this stiletto like poking at this way. She's like this. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of sweet. So I'm like, they break up the fight, and I'm like, all right.
Put the heel down.
And she does like this. She goes.
Okay, back to
And then she gets her drink, and then stop just bouncing. It's so nice. Like the switch is so nice. It's cool. Very cool.
Can we just take in this song real quick?
No, you can remember the.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
I just riggedy realized I riggedy love you.
You did not riggedy realize.
Yo, Yolanda, at that Das Effects concert, I riggedy realized I riggedy love you.
Who is that?
Dave Chappelle.
Are you serious?
Do you remember the 3 days when he was like, I've become 3 different people. When 18-year-old Dave, 26-year-old Dave, and 30-year-old Dave. And he's like, in the same situation, I handle the shit totally different. He's like, for instance, love. And he's like, back in the day, he's got like the Ronald Reagan box, he's got the Gumby, and he's like, oh, God, it's closed. He's like, Felicia, I just want to tell you, at that Das Effects concert, I riggedy realized I riggedy love you.
Nice.
And then he's like, and then the next one, he's like 26, and he's like, so I came home, and she's like, you smell like a titty bar. And I'm like, so the fuck what? She's like, and then he's talking to this girl, and she's like, do you want another lap dance, honey? He's like, of course.
I remember there's this clip of him in Europe, and the last joke he's like you've seen this
London?
one?
Yeah.
He's like, sometimes I gotta be careful, my kids ain't here tonight. He's got like a cigarette and a drink. He's like, my kids ain't here tonight, so I can say whatever the fuck I want. But sometimes my kids be in the audience, and I lose it, and I say something I'm not supposed to say. So then afterwards, they be asking all these questions. So then they go up to their mama. His mom's a short little Asian woman. They go up to their mama and they say, Mom, what's pussy? What is that? Daddy said pussy in the show. What's pussy? And Mom says, well, son, pussy is... pussy is what keeps this family together. Yeah.
That was a great one, yeah. That's his last stand-up that you can find on...
When I saw him in San Francisco, and, like, he went on forever, but, like, he just, like, zeroed in on this girl in the front row.
Oh my god.
She had brought the breasts in with her. And, like, put him up on the stage. And he's sitting there, and, like, he's
no.
his whole routine, and, like, and he's kind of slowing down, and he's like, titty balls! And then he just starts laughing. He's like, you know, sometimes you say something and you know the next day it's going to occur to you that you said that shit and you're just going to laugh. And I know that tomorrow I'm going to be thinking, titty balls. And then for the next like 45 minutes, he fucking did titty balls.
Laid on the titties.
Just titty balls. Like everything.
Oh my
Wrapped
God.
back to titty balls. And you're like, bitch, you got an ass on your chest.
Like the first episode, you remember when he was impersonating the what's her name? Who has Spider? The guy who, you know, the girl who does.
Yeah, they popped out.
And and he's like you know, dancing in the driver's side, and you see him look over like and he looks over like this. He's like, and then he says he's like. I felt kind of bad afterwards because I know I was looking at that titty and I feel like I made it pop out. He's like, I was looking at it like, come on and pop out. Come on and pop out. And then it popped out. And look, watch my face in the slow motion. And then he plays the face in slow motion and he's like, and the titty pops out and he's like, I feel a little bad. I made the titty pop out. You know?
Dude, he's one of those people, like, you know, I mean, like, Chris Rock is funny, but he's got like an act. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't talk to his wife the way he talks when he's on stage. Like Dave Chappelle goes on stage and he just like, it's just so funny. He's just a genuinely, totally funny person.
You guys get the chance to like, you can see it on YouTube. He did Inside the Actors Studio.
Oh, it's genius.
Oh yeah, did you see Iconoclast? Him and his grandmother. Yeah, Inside the Actors Studio was good. I tell you what, I liked it better on Oprah. When he first, that was for who he came to first after he went crazy or whatever.
I gotta see that.
The Oprah, like, that's who he went to first. They were like, no, why did you decide to come out and interview? He's like, I'm on Oprah. He's like, I had to clear my name, so I went on Oprah.
Did you see when him and what's his name?
Oh yeah, and she said to him, what was that all about? She's like, you did that skit about marrying me and what that would be like to marry.